Yes, my people, I'm just going to make a quick market recap on gold and NQ at the same time. So, right now, this is 3 o'clock, or it's coming to 3 o'clock, and if you look at our 1 hour chart, we can see that price is clearly bearish. Why? Because we're below our SMAs, but also we can see that price is making a low, a high, a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So, price is currently bearish. When you go down to our 5 minute chart, it looks like price is bullish. So there's a trade both ways. Ideally, I would just like for price to at least come back and mitigate this area where this is my 1, this is my 2, this is potentially my 3, 4 and 5, and then hopefully I can take this trade back down. However, on the 5 minute chart, we could see that price was bullish. It was above the SMA. So if you said you were looking for longs based off the 5 minute chart, then that is also completely fine. So we're coming from this area here, and then when we let price play out, we just keep shooting and keep shooting. And you can see we just keep on shooting where price is bullish. I mean, you could have caught trades within this structure. So obviously where we had a low, a high, a lower low, a lower high, and we failed to make a new lower low, and we run this high, that's our first flip. This is the confirmed market structure break, and then anything after this is technically confirmed structure. So if you was looking for trades after this, so for instance here, then potentially this could have been your 1, this could have been your 1, this could have been your 2, this could have been your 3, 4, 5, and obviously that's the trade that you take higher. No issues there. And then let's just say you miss this trade here, then you also have another trade over there where potentially, I don't know, this could have been your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously price pushes back up. I mean, you could always narrow it down from this area here, and it's pretty much still the same thing, and then price also shoots up from there. So in terms of understanding where you are within structure, you can almost kind of frame your day in where you would like for price to run. Obviously this is the current chart based off the 1 hour chart, and if I just cancel that and I clear everything, we can see that this is the bigger SPS where this is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, 4, and then obviously this is the 5. And now we're almost just waiting for price to potentially tap into this area here, and then hopefully we start to make lower lows and lower highs. And if that's not the case, no worries. That means by then SMA would have been above this area here, where we get above, start to break and retest, and then we make our way higher. But either way, in terms of gold, if he was bearish, he probably wouldn't have been able to catch a trade based off on the lower time frame. However, if he was bullish based off the lower time frame, then potentially you could have caught 1 or 2 trades, and then that's about it for gold. And then for NQ, and so for NQ, price is still bullish as we're above both the 200 and the 20 SMA. So in terms of, we came from this low, we produced this high. You can see that price tapped that 618 to the T over there, and obviously from here prices start to react and start to make higher highs and higher lows. So just by looking at that, I will potentially frame a day and look for longs. And then when I go to my 5-minute chart, we can see that. Let me even use a 15 for this example here. But we can see on our 15-minute time frame that price needs to get back to potentially this area here, and then hopefully I may start looking for longs. Until then, I'm not going to try force a trade, because we did have a strong impulse move up. So the last thing you want to do is be the guy that gets cooked from that strong impulse trade just because you are impatient or you have the fear of missing out. Remember, we can only take the setup if we see the setup. If we don't see it, then we can't take it. It is as simple as that. And I know it's easier said than done, but these are some of the things that you're gonna have to install within yourself. And then obviously, if you just let price play out, price goes down. So essentially, let me just clear the chart. So essentially, we did come back, and we actually did have SBS, where this would have been my 1, this would have been my 2, this would have been my 3. Obviously, you can see we clearly swept 4, 5, and then obviously we are above the 200 SMA. So there is always a chance that yes, you can take this higher. Obviously, because we had that strong impulse down, I didn't want to be a part of the the first buyers get cooked, and then obviously price shoots back up. So when I went down to my low time from at the time, I could see that price was actually below the 200 SMA. As you guys can see for yourself, price made a low, made a high, made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we made a higher high, higher low. But look, can you see how this high fell to make a new higher high? We ended up making equal highs, and then it looks like price was going back down. So essentially, I would like for price to run this high first, and then I'll look for something potentially to help me take the trade higher. And obviously, if you let price play out, price is moving a little bit funny within this price action, and we finally get above this area here. And let's say that's not enough for you, then all you have to do is just wait. And you can see here we have a sweep here, and for that price play out, let's just see what happens. And cool, and look, we finally get above these highs, as you guys can see for yourself. So now if you want to take a trade, why not? We're now above the 200 SMA. So now if I just let price play out, I mean this could have been your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then price shoots up. Obviously this is probably not ideal because you didn't really tap into anything, but you could say that this was your SBS model 1, depending on how you see things, to be fair, because not everyone spots SBS model 1. Even me, sometimes I don't spot it all the time, but that could have been a 4, and then this could have been obviously a 5, and then price bounces up. But we can also see that we had a pullback, well, shallow pullback, and we took out these highs. So now we can see within here that this could easily be my 1, this could be my 2, this could be my 3. Obviously price has clearly swept 4, 5, and if I drop my 5th from this low to this high, we don't quite tap anything special. Let me see. Yeah, so we don't quite tap anything special. We do come close to tapping the 30%, I mean the 50%, but even so, that does not happen. However, potentially you might enter off a CSS in this case here, or you might use something else to get yourself in. But either way, in terms of us aiming for higher highs and higher lows, that's what you get. And let's say you missed, oopsie, and let's just say you missed this one here. Happy days, no problem. Why? Because we have this area here where this could be your, where is it? Where this could be a 1, this could be your 2, this could be a 3. Look, price ends up sweeping 4, 5, and then if you let price play out, price keeps going higher, and then you can see for yourself how we just keep distributing higher. And obviously now we've now had a little dump, but can you just see how when you have a game plan and you understand where you are within price and you just follow your SMAs, you're going to be alright. So even though you potentially was not able to get an entry within here, you were just patient, and then potentially you could have got an entry within here. If you wasn't happy with that, you could have got an entry within here. If you wasn't happy with that, you could have got an entry within here. If you wasn't happy with that, you could have got an entry within here. So you almost had five shots, five chances to potentially get in before price started to, make lower lows and lower highs. So remember, just always take your time. Don't be the first guy to be the guy that gets liquidated. And just always remember, guys, victory belongs to the most tenacious. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.